get hungry when I think of you. Like champagne and caviar, you're such a treat. Like cherries jubilee, you're oh so sweet. You whet my appetite each time we meet. Oh, James, it's true. I get hungry when I think of you.
The Urban Peasant is brought to you by Whirlpool Home Appliances, a job well done. The Dairy Farmers of Canada, bringing something good to the table.
Third time this week, Mr. Barber.
Thank you. Hi there. Sorry, but I get flowers. Who doesn't? There we go. What can you do with that? Well, let's see. There. Long-stemmed carrots. They get neglected. Carrots never get much action. And there's lots of nice things you can do with carrots. They really are nice. I should put that around my ankle. Lots of nice things you can do with carrots. I don't buy carrots in packets. I try not to buy carrots unless they're nice and fresh because I eat them a lot raw. But there's a lot of good things you can do if you do get bigger, older carrots. So let's play about here first of all and make ourselves a really great carrot soup. Good carrots. Put the fire under this there. And we're gonna cut these carrots up. And the best way to do it is to just cut them lengthwise first of all. Just gonna cut them up. We're gonna cook them in butter. We're gonna make this great soup. I mean, it's the soup that you don't need any stock for because the sugar in the carrots, all this nice stuff, is going to make them sweet, and the butter will give it a richness, which is really a nice thing. And you just don't need stock. So you'll see how quickly we can do this. All right, just chop them up into... Now, this is a mass massacre here. Here we go. Look at that. There, we've got carrots. I think that's about enough for just a little bit of soup for two of us. There we go. Hot butter into the pan and immediately put the carrots in. Now what we're going to do with those carrots is let them sort of slightly caramelize. The sugar, carrots are full of sugar, and we're just going to let them start to get a nice flavor to themselves. Okay? We're going to put some flavors with it right away. A bit of ginger. There. That'll give it a good flavor. Carrots and ginger go exceptionally well together. All right? And that bit can go in there. Those carrots will keep there from. All right. Okay, now we want a little, you can either take a little small-sized jalapeno and cut the seeds out of it. Just cut it longwise, and then you can just take the seeds out of it easily and chop it up. We'll put that in there in a minute. But first thing we're going to do is just to get those carrots nice and buttery. Look at them going in the butter. These are the sorts of flavors that really make food lovely. It's not steak or great hunks of meat. It's getting things that start to look good. And that's really nice. Now we need a little bit of salt in there. We want some salt. What did I do with the salt? I left it over there. I'll get it in there. Some pepper. The ginger is in there, flavoring it. Did I put the salt? Well, here we go. There we go. A bit of salt there. get my own name next. And what I'm going to put in a minute is something that very few people think of doing, and that is the carrot tops, because you can eat carrot tops if you're good about it. So here we go. Carrots starting to soften and get a little bit colored. All right, in goes. We've got the jalapeno in there. All right, now we're going to put some water in. Just a couple of cups of water, about 1 cup of water, just to soften it. All right? Turn it into a soup, and that will become a great basis for a soup. And then we'll fix it up with buttermilk and stuff like that. We're not going to put the lime juice in, which gives it a great flavor, because it'll go sour. We want it all to make this basis first, and then we'll put the things in and we'll make a soup. I'm going to make a whole bunch of other things. I'm going to do a really great Italian pasta dish with carrots, and we'll just mess, and you'll see a couple of really great salads that you never thought of. That's the way to do it. I'll be back. Don't go away. 2 minutes. I'm just going to stir this. Welcome back to the carrot show, but just watch out. You eat too many carrots, turn orange. No, I won't eat any more. Turn me back. We've got soup in here. All it is the carrots simmering in butter and water with some flavors and some ginger, and that's ready to turn into soup anytime we want to. I'll do that in a minute, but it doesn't matter. It's just going to simmer there. Now we're going to make a Moroccan salad out of carrots. A lot of lovely vegetable dishes in Morocco, and I'm just going to cut this bunch of carrots up into fairly thin slices. If you wanted to be creative and cut them into triangles or whatever, you can, but I just like to cut. I like mine round like that. That'll do for now. Now I'm going to quickly, this is an interesting salad. I'm going to quickly blanch them, and I'm going to, which means dumping them into boiling water. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to steam them very quickly, and I'll just put those on top of there. I think that'll be a much better thing to do. Put them on there and let the steam look after them. They only got to steam for just to be slightly tender. All right, I'm going to make another salad as soon as those are done, but in the meantime, I'm going to make another salad. This is not a carrot, this is an apple, but just get an apple. The French make a great dish of grated carrots or grated celery root, which they, of course, being French, call celery remoulade, but I reckon it's a form of grated carrot. Now, we stick carrots in coleslaw. We put apples in coleslaw, but just to make a simple salad of apple and raisins and carrots is a very nice thing to do. So just cut that up like that. There we go. All right. Some carrots and a grater. When you're going to use carrots to grate, always cut them short so they won't break. You just have to work. There's no short way. You can buy grated carrots. They've been grated for such a long time that they've lost most of the flavor. Get some nice fresh carrots. If you can get them out of the garden, that's fine. But if you can't, well, you can. You've got it. So you get the nicest carrots you can. Old carrots are usually got a lot more real sugars in them than the young ones. So if you're going to make a really good carrot salad, old carrots are probably a good idea. All right. There we go. That doesn't take long. Right. Now, you got two choices. You can, where's a nice one? Nice. Works. Nice bowl. There, that one will do. Carrot, because we said carrot, right? raisins, sultanas, whatever you call them. Dump those in there. Chopped apple. Just chop the apple up a little bit. And pepper and salt. This is a form of carrot remoulade, all right? A little bit of salt on there, a little bit of pepper, and there we go. And nothing else except maybe, if you've got a really sweet tooth, a little bit of sugar. And then you make a dressing for it. Now, the dressing is easy. The dressing is either mayonnaise out of the fridge, or I want this buttermilk too while I'm here for something else. Dressing's either the mayonnaise out of the fridge, or you can do it with oil and lemon juice. What do you want to do? Oil? Okay. Then all you got to do is pour the oil on there. Figure that you're measuring a couple of tablespoonfuls of oil. Put that on there. And figure that you're going to put the juice of half a lemon in there. Squeeze it through your fingers so you catch the pips. Get rid of the pips. And there you are. Toss it. And you've got... Just let it sit for just a few minutes. Turn it out onto a plate. I'm going to put it onto a plate, see? And then you've got yourself a pretty little salad. There you are. Gourmet's flourish. All right? Carrots here. Take them out. That's going to be hot. Take them out of the steamer and dump them into iced water so they go cold. They're crisp but slightly cooked. All right? Put that back on there. And then, how to make it? Moroccan salad, radishes. All right. You don't have to cut them off if you don't want to. You can just quarter them. That's okay too. You want half a dozen radishes. There. You want that little bit of apple because we had it there. You want some black olives. You want a nice big plate to do it on. We'll do it. This one's deeper. Fish out the carrots with the strainer. All right. Don't want that ice in there. Just want the carrots. So we've got nice, crisp carrots. All right, we've got radishes and a bit of apple. We've got some lemon juice, squeezed again to keep, and then we put flavors with it. We put a little bit of cayenne pepper, a good pinch of cayenne pepper. Put some cumin in there. We put cinnamon in, very Moroccan. And finally, we put in paprika. There. Now, we toss that all together. We put black olives in with it. And we put olive oil on top of it. I'm going to put pasta in that water that we cooked the carrots in because I want to do that for the next show. I'm just going to finish making this salad and I'll be back. Don't go away. Okay, yeah, thank you, David. Could you bring it up? Thank you. Okay, fine. And we got to hustle. Carrots, all right? We're going to make this great pasta dish with carrots and some chicken. So I'm going to cut up the chicken last. I'm going to cut up the carrots first. You can either grate them or cut them thin. I like to get that stalk off. Cut them thin because they cook. They get that sort of browniness on the outside, which is a great part of the taste of a carrot. All right, that's ready to go. That's ready to go. Put the pan on, get it hot, put some oil in there, and a couple tablespoonfuls of oil. Slosh it around. Get some chicken. I've got the pasta in. Remember we put it in at the end of the last segment. So I'm going to cut this chicken up in smallish pieces. Just cut it crosswise so it's not too big, so everybody gets a bite. But the main part of this sauce is really the carrots. We'll put the chicken in there first, into the hot oil. Put this over here. There. And as soon as he gets good and hot, forgot to turn it on. Well, you can't all be perfect, can you? There, we put the chicken in there, put the pepper on it right away, and then it'll get into the hood, but not the salt. There we go. That's better. Good gold pepper in there. Now, come in.
Hi, James. Some basic stock. There's double park down there. So yeah,
Thank
if I
you.
could drop
Yeah.
this up to you.
Yeah, it was a casserole I got. Thank you.
Okay, I'll just leave it here for you.
Thank you.
Smells great as usual.
I gotta go.
Take
Sorry.
care.
Chicken changes color. See how the pan is good and hot. And immediately in goes the carrots. No. We want to just stir those around so they're in there. Leave everything up high. Leave the heat up high and just forget stuff for a minute or two while I finish the soup. Now look, can you see the soup? It is almost a puree of carrots and butter and lovely stuff. We want some lime juice in it because this is a really there's nice flavors in here, sort of sweet and sour and very nice. So we put in quite a lot of limes. Lime soup is a very good thing in Mexico, lots of places, but we don't seem to use it a lot. Just put that lime juice in there, give it a stir, and pour in a couple cups of buttermilk. Now, when you're going to cook with buttermilk, look at the gorgeous golden color of that. You could call that Midas soup, couldn't you? You don't boil it. And I'm going to put in, just to show you, the tops of some carrots. Cut up very fine, just like parsley. But these are nice, fresh, organic carrots, and they haven't been sprayed with insecticides. There we are. That'll act as a garnish to go on the top of it. All right, that's the soup. As soon as it warms, I'm not going to boil it, it'll be ready to go. See? Nice, lovely winter soup, that one. Right, carrots and chicken, and there we go. Now's the time for a bit of salt and some flavorings. Now, I've got fresh tarragon. If you haven't got fresh tarragon, you're going to use dried tarragon. If you haven't got dried tarragon, you can use mint. But the great thing to remember about fresh tarragon, is that it has got much more flavor when it's fresh than when it's dry. Not like most herbs. Most herbs get more flavor when they're dry. Well, this is different, so we're going to throw that in there to flavor this nice mess, as they used to call it, the old-fashioned word, the cooking mess of chicken and carrots, which is going to sort of brown a little tiny bit. Okay, we want some garlic in there. We grate the garlic in because it goes in quickly that way. And we've got tarragon in there. And there we go. That's nice like that. And we want some cream. Now, cream and carrots always go very well together. Cream and ginger. Carrots are a really good basis for stuff to start with. So there's our carrots. I'm just going to strain the pasta. All right. Keep a little bit of the water, just in case we need it. Dump in. Oh, look at that. See how sticky and sweet and sugary. You almost see the sugariness on it there now. Put in about half a cup of whipping cream. And you just put in, to make it look pretty, you put in a few little bits of red pepper, which are hardly cooked. They've got this very, very tight, hardly cooked flavor to them. That goes in there. Now look, all of a sudden it's starting to look great. Now look what happens when you put the cream in. There, stir it all around. Let it boil down for a minute. Put your pasta on a great looking dish. There's a good looker. And what you got to go with it? You got this lovely, look how the cream is going, that goldy orange color in there. Lovely sauce. All right, watch it.
The Urban Peasant has been brought to you by Whirlpool Home Appliances, a job well done. The Dairy Farmers of Canada, bringing something good to the table.
Boy, just look at that. I whizzed up my soup. Now I just put it in a bowl. Look at the color. Look at that lovely. That's just great stuff. Imagine that with some croutons on a cold winter's day, and just put a little bit of the organic carrot tops on top of it. We made pasta, chicken, carrots, great. We made a nice little simple variation on a French salad, and we did a lovely Moroccan salad. Look at the intensity of color. It's like Halloween. That's really, really nice stuff. Carrots. There's a lot of edible flowers being eaten these days, and you just have to be careful with edible flowers because they've been sprayed with stuff that you don't want to eat. Same with commercial carrots. So if you're going to eat the carrot tops, which are very nice, just make sure they come from nice, fresh, organic carrots. Thank you for coming. I've got to go. I'm going to set the table for Mrs. M. We're going to have supper. See you. Thanks for coming. See you again.